In today's video, I want to introduce an exceptional new launch. I'm calling it exceptional because it's the first phase of a new Emaar master community. If you ever spoke to a real estate agent in Dubai, you already know what this means. This means the lowest entry price to a master community. In Dubai, only one developer launches the big master communities. And that one developer controls the demand and supply. They launch phase by phase. Each phase, they increase the price. So the investors who somehow manage to secure a unit on the first phase means they're gonna see already appreciation while the property is still off plan. This is one of those opportunities that will happen only once. The only way this is gonna happen again is that Emaar or Miras or Nakhil or some other big developer, they launch another community in the future. And even if they do, you will not see this price. The population increase in Dubai has been significant since 2012, 2013 until now, 2026, population has been doubled. Now we crossed 4 million population. So this means the demand is getting higher and higher because when you buy a villa, you own the plot, you own the land in a master community by the biggest developers. That's something extra limited. No one can make more land. Population increase means land getting more limited and more limited. That's the reason each year you're seeing 30% jump on the villa and townhouse prices. On the other hand, since beginning 2025 until now, the dollar, US dollar lost 9% of its value. And the UAE currency, dirham, is pegged to US dollars, which means our money lost its value too. This means inflation. So, what this means, the higher cost of construction. That's one of the reasons each year developers keep increasing the prices. So, my point is, this is the lowest entry price for a standalone independent villa in a world class master community. If you want to own a villa in Dubai, this is the best chance you've got. It cannot get better than this. We're on the first phase, lowest price possible. So right now I'm at Emaar's Master Community Arabian Ranches. Here's the location where the launch is happening. After an hour or two, they're gonna reveal the mock-up, exact prices, exact sizes, and everything you're gonna need. Stay tuned with me.
We're all here today, as we all know, to reveal one of the latest additions to our flagship development in Emaar, a luxury masterpiece that's well built around wellness, the Heights Country Club, and wellness. Now, what did we do lately with our newly launched master plan? If you noticed in the last few months, or a year and a half, we're focusing a lot on the new areas of Dubai. We're exploring the new areas because there is big vision behind the new areas. So we are launching, or we launched actually, three different master plans with three different themes. Now, the Heights Country Club and Wellness is the latest addition, and it's a very unique theme because what we've done basically is that we've seen that there is a big market gap in two things. There is, first of all, no community in Dubai where it has a big theme and a big lifestyle built around the country club and wellness. Second of all, there is a big demand of luxury segment, especially the mid-sized villas and townhouses, where the community is well known for less density, at the same time, a lot of new unique facilities and new themes. And when we say new themes or unique developments, we're talking about a segment that always drives biggest or the biggest capital appreciation and growth. Now, if we take a look at the map, we always emphasize on a very, very important point. What drives appreciation and growth in any area, as the factor number one definitely will be the location and the connectivity. Now, what Emaar has done over the years is that we always move in with the vision of Dubai's government. We know that there is a big plan to expand in a certain area. So we go there as the pioneer, since we're the biggest developer in the region. We have the expertise and we have the best developed master plans. You see Emaar moving to the area, the rest of the market will follow, which will definitely drive a lot capital appreciation and growth. We've done this back in the days, 25 years ago in Emirates Living. After that, we've done it in 2003 when we launched Ranches 1. Later on, we launched the touristic destinations of Dubai Marina, downtown Dubai, and lately we've delivered Dubai Hills Estate and Dubai Creek Harbor. Now, what we're doing now is that we know there is a big hype and a big expansion towards the area surrounding Al Maktoum Airport. We've seen recently a lot of mega companies moving over there. That area surrounding Al Maktoum will be basically the engine of conventions, hubs, and businesses in Dubai. So Amar decided that we need to dive in as the pioneers to develop luxury developments, especially in terms of villas and townhouses in those areas. So we started with the Oasis, which is a very unique concept, waterfront living, waterfront facing villas. Then we followed by the Grand Polo, which is a very unique equestrian and polo lifestyle. And now we're adding the Heights Country Club, which is a very unique theme that's never been done in Dubai. In order for us to create this niche market and the low density living that will definitely later on drive growth and capital appreciation. If we take a look on the location, we are connected through three main roads. So we've got the Emirates Road, which is a main road connecting all the focal points in Dubai as of now. We've got Lahbab Road at the bottom, connecting with the third road, which is Expo Road, making it around 10 minutes drive to Al Maktoum Airport, 10 minutes drive to the Expo City. At the same time, we're around 18 minutes away from Dubai Marina and the beach destinations, 20 minutes away from Dubai Hills Estate, and 28 to 30 minutes away from downtown, which means, to sum it up, we're close to the central areas of now, we're close to the touristic and beach destinations. At the same time, we're close to the biggest airport in the city and the future heart or hub of business. This is what makes the Heights Country Club a great location, a great future connectivity. When we say future connectivity, we're talking in the next few years. That's why, as an investor, it's always important to dive in at an entry stage. This is how you maximize the capital appreciation as the whole area grows in the next few years. When we say that when Amar builds, the geography is transformed. And this is a fact. This is what we've seen in the last 25 to 30 years in Dubai's real estate market. Whenever Amar moves to a new development, you will see the whole area boosted in terms of development. And you will see in the next few years, the market's growing and the price is appreciating. This is what happened historically with all the master developments. One of the biggest success stories that we had, and one of the pillars of Dubai's real estate market. And what drove the market, honestly, is Emirates Living. Emirates Living, back in the days when it was launched, it was just a big vision. So people didn't expect that Amar will move in the middle of nowhere in a rural area back then and develop one of best master developments ever done in the region and maybe in the world. We've seen the huge success that, believe me, whoever was bold enough to believe in Amar as a brand and in Dubai's real estate, especially our vision, benefited a lot. We launched prices at a minimum 500, 550 dirhams per square foot. We're seeing transactions now at 1600, 1700 dirhams per square foot. So the early birds will always benefit. Then after that, lately we've introduced the Oasis, a different theme, a waterfront ultra luxury development focusing on the big sizes, niche and very exclusive. Then at a later stage, we introduced a Grand Polo Club and Resort, which was also a very unique concept on a grand scale, the biggest polo field and equestrian club in the region. Both of these communities are an introduction or were an introduction to what we are launching now in the Heights Country Club. This segment is what is missing today in Dubai's real estate market. And we wanted to do it in a new area because we know that the future is there. And in order for any investor to benefit, you need to invest in new areas where sky is the limit and where is still massive potential of growth. And the most important part of this development and the timing of the launch is that we are still way ahead of the curve, which means you are now riding the wave from the beginning for the future growth in order for all the early bird investors to benefit a lot in the next few years. To reveal the prices, we already shared some of the prices for the markets, but just to recap again, 3-bedroom villas will be starting from around 6 million dirhams. 4-bedroom villas will start from 7.8 million dirhams. And the 5-bedroom villas will be starting from 10.2 million dirhams. Now, taking into consideration when Mariam explained for us the layout, this is a 3-bedroom standalone villas, all en suite, and the 4-bedroom is a 4,300 square feet standalone villa with a rooftop and an additional room downstairs. This is what end users are lacking currently in Dubai's real estate market. Anyone currently in the market, if you want such a villa, you have to go to the older developments like the developments we are at now. We are lacking on this luxury segment, especially in such unique concepts. Now, we always emphasize about the entry stage because we all know historically, especially in our big master developments of villas and townhouses, the earlier you invest or jump on the investment opportunity, the maximum capital appreciation you will do. The same thing will happen over here. It's just a new theme, a new scenario in a story that we all know that happened all across our master developments earlier. The same thing will happen all over again in the Heights Country Club and Wellness.
So last night they launched the project, but it was too crowded. I couldn't go onto the mock-up when they were revealing it. There were too many agents pushing onto the mock-up. So I had to wait for them to bring the mock-up here. See, when Emaar launches a new master community, it's a historical day in Dubai's real estate market. Agents, they all want to sell Emaar's first phase. Buyers, they all want to buy on the first phase. The community, the total size is going to be 7.5 million square feet. It's roughly bigger than Grand Polo, which was 5.5, and slightly smaller than the Oasis and Dubai Hills, which were 10 and 10.5 million. So the community in total, it will have 21 residential clusters. On the first phase, due to high demand, they released 3 phases. On the first phase, they are releasing 01 cluster, 02 cluster, and Salva 1 cluster. A couple of days before the launch happens, Emaar shared some details, the floor plans and the approximate sizes and starting price. Before the launch happens, the units got oversubscribed. 3 bedrooms got sold out before even the actual launch happens. So once Emaar sells all of the community, all of the units get sold out, the total number of estimated residents who are going to live inside the community is going to be 38,000 people. The community, it will have 2 schools, it will have a hospital, it will have retail centers, supermarkets, pharmacies, coffee shops, restaurants, and these kind of things. But schools are a very important factor. It attracts families and end users. See, families prefer to live next to a school. They don't want to spend hours of their day dropping their kids back to school and picking them up. The community will have totally 8 linear big parks and also smaller pocket parks, multiple of them, inside each cluster. In the middle of the community, on the center, between all of the cluster, we're going to have a private beach. We're going to have a wellness center, including spa and sauna and all kinds of sport facilities that you can imagine. We're going to have meditation lakes and yoga lakes. It's a new concept. We never had it on the previous communities. Just like what Emaar staff mentioned, all of this is going to be designed by some of the world's best architects. In the community, 25% of the space will be dedicated to open areas and green spaces and park spaces. The residents, when they own a villa, they would all love to have more privacy. They would all love to have views inside their villa. That's been provided here in this community. Let me give you an example of how developer increases the prices. What does it mean to invest on the first phase? This is the Oasis community. It's a villa community next door, exactly opposite of the street. On the first phase, when Emaar launched here, it was Palmera 1. On 2023, they launched the first phase. This community offers 4, 5, and 6 bedroom villas with bigger sizes. The smallest unit is going to be 7,200 square feet size here. So on the first phase, for the 4 bedrooms, Emaar was selling 8.5 million dirham as a starting price. Some of them even 9 million dirham. After that, Emaar launched many more clusters. Now we're on the 5th phase. So on the 5th phase, the same size villas with the same material, almost same everything, Emaar is selling for 14 million dirham as a starting price. So the investors who managed to secure a unit on the first phase, now they are reselling over 14 million dirham. Why? Because now Emaar is selling the same product, 14.5 million dirhams. And the first phase is still not even ready. It's going to get ready on 2027. So this is what it means to buy on the first phase. Because the same product, Emaar is going to launch it over and over and again, each time with a higher price. The villas, let's start with a 3-bedroom villa. 3-bedroom villa is going to be G+1, ground floor, first floor. The built-up size, average built-up area is going to be around 3,400 square foot, which will be around 1,800 dirhams. But the price per square foot on the plots are huge. We're talking about 4,700 square foot as a plot for a 3-bedroom standalone villa. So price per square foot on the plot, it's going to be around 1,200 dirham. Now let's move on to the 4-bedroom villas. It's my favorite because it's G+2. That extra floor is a family lounge, a rooftop lounge with its own terrace. You can use the space as you want. The built-up area for a 4-bedroom average 4,300 square foot. Plot size is 5,100 square foot. The average prices starting is going to be 7.8 million dirham. So the average, let's say 8 million dirhams. 5 bedrooms are also G+2, but the sizes are bigger. 5 bedrooms, the built-up area is around 5,800 square foot. The plot size is 7,000 square foot. This is the same size as the Oasis. The price here, if you want to get this, is 10.5 million dirham. The best unit if you want it, 11 million dirham. But the same size plot villa, if you want to get in the Oasis, starting price is 14 million dirhams. Payment plan is the same typical payment plan by Emaar. 80-20, 80% during construction, 20% on handover. Down payment is going to be 10% only. So if you're interested about this, message me. It's Ramin again, Springfield Properties. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel.